I started out this trip by coming to Ireland with my parents, where I enjoyed my first Guinness, stayed at a nice hotel, and saw many of the sights around the city, including this mural and this great cafe. But soon, I'd have to head to the college campus and be on my own for the first time. The orientation lectures brought me up to speed given by some of the great ICs here, and I said one final goodbye to my parents at their hotel. It was then off to do many of the fun activities around Ireland, the first one going to Causey Farm. We practiced our Irish dancing with the instructor telling us what to do. We saw many great and cute animals, including puppies, donkeys, and some great horses. I was lucky enough that they let me put a chicken on my shoulder. And of course, we participated in the famous bog jumping. Afterwards, we climbed around on some ruins. I even got in on the fun, climbing around in the tunnels. We then went off to Johnny Fox's, where we enjoyed some Irish music and Irish dancing. I met some new friends and we explored Dublin together. We hit a hitch when we accidentally set the kitchen on fire and covered everything in soot, but overall it was a great bonding experience and it didn't stop us from continuing to explore Dublin. The city was quite amazing and we really enjoyed walking around it. We also enjoyed many of the great parks and explored the food here around Dublin, which was great. Many restaurants had post-it walls that we added to. The city was full of things to look at, including memorials to the Easter Rising and some very interestingly lit streets. The streets were truly alive with all the wonderful music and incredibly creative graffiti. We also took advantage of the tattoo culture here in Dublin, as some friends got tattoos. There was also plenty of free museums where we found this wonderful choir. We also explored outside of the city, going to places such as Glendalough, which was this amazing hiking area full of natural beauty. I really enjoyed all the waterfalls and the almost fairy tale-like scenes. The scenery at the top was breathtaking. At the base, there was also a small collection of ruins. NUin also organized a trip to Galway that we took advantage of. We saw an abbey, and afterwards, I took the opportunity to walk along the coastline of Galway. There were some great views, and I walked all the way to the neighboring town of Salthill, where I enjoyed dinner. The next day, we saw this castle, as well as more ruins to climb. And then we went to the famous cliffs of Moher. I also did a trip later in the semester to the county of Cork, where we saw 3 very different castles, one of which was Castle Blarney, and I kissed the Blarney Stone for good luck. There was also plenty of things to do back on campus, including a Yule Ball organized by the Harry Potter Society that we took part of. We met our favorite mascot for potato chips, and even had a Thanksgiving dinner with our friends. We met the president of Northeastern and the president of Ireland. For service learning, I worked with an organization that helped the elderly, and they put on this great Halloween party. We also did a lot of traveling due to the cheap flights. We went to London and Manchester for Halloween. The city truly went all out. We also went to Amsterdam with its many canals, so we took a canal tour. During reading week, we traveled to Barcelona, where we saw the Sagrada Familia, as well as Brussels. Through Brussels, we visited the neighboring town of Bruges. We made it back to Dublin in time for the holiday season. Doing the NUin program was truly a gift, and I would highly suggest anybody who's interested should come to Dublin.